So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, it's a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. I'm sitting here with someone, but I will get to him in a second. This is a new episode, a new week. We have something really exciting that coming up very soon. So this Sunday, September 21st, we have basically our biggest theater production so far. For Ben Quinlan, he is going to be at the Box at the Free Space West Kowloon, and we are, I don't actually know by the time you get this if we have tickets or not, but tickets are running out. So I will leave the tickets link in the show description. That's going to be super cool. So we're going to shoot it as a special. There will be a camera crew and all that jazz. And then on the 23rd of September, that's a Tuesday, we have another theater show for Maitreyi Karanth. Both, obviously, Ben and Maitreyi are previous guests at the Shusan Theater at the at the APA in the Art Center in Wan Chai. And that is also selling out. So camera crew, the whole thing, we just need people to come and, maybe you'll end up on the special. It'll be super exciting. I mean, for me as a producer, I'm opening on both shows as well. It feels like it's the right time to take big jumps like this and get Hong Kong comedy scene on the map. Other than that, something really cool happened. So my buddy Ishan Arif, who is a previous guest as well, the quizmaster, he does quizzes all over town, and he had a quiz at Crust recently. Crust, a wine bar in Saimpun. Shout out to our friend Kat. She runs it, and he said that he went to the quiz, and someone whose name is Cordelia, if you are listening, apparently you're a fan of the podcast. Shout out. She came to him and she said, "Hey, I heard you on Ho Hong Kong podcast, and then you said you do the quizzes sometimes at Crush, so I decided to come here and say hi and take part in the quiz." So thank you, Cordelia, and that's super cool to hear, because sometimes we're doing these, and Spotify is not that great at giving all the metrics of who's listening. Obviously, you guys write in sometimes and stuff like this, but we don't really have a good grip on, the listenership, let's say, through Spotify. So it's so cool to see people coming out, especially through the podcast. So yeah, thank you, Cordelia, and thanks to everyone who listens and tunes in every week from around the world. Now, speaking of around the world, we have a previous guest as well coming back on the podcast. Last time we recorded, which was, I think, 2 years ago, Kavin?
2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, so Kavin Jay, a comedian from Malaysia, back on the podcast. But last time was quite funny. If you are an avid listener, you might remember that we were recording at your hotel room.
Yes, and we got a noise complaint because they thought we were fighting. It's 3 brown guys in a hotel room, and I get a call, and the front desk is like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "What? I'm fine." "Why are you fighting?" I'm like, "No, I'm not fighting."
This is just how brown guys talk, man.
And we were not even that loud. Right? It's just that the room was like paper thin walls, I guess.
Yeah, it's a Hong Kong hotel room. I guess, yeah. I mean, among all the craziness that you would see in a Hong Kong hotel room, this is not that bad.
Yeah, and the thing is, we tried to continue the podcast.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow us.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they called back and they were like, "Yep, you're still making noise."
I think we left the recording on as well. I think on the episode you can hear like Vivek picking up the phone and the guy talking. He's like, "Hey guys, you're still loud." But that also means probably a guest complained.
Probably, yeah, next door. Probably. You could hear them next door. Like, yeah, the worst part, they were loud as well.
Exactly. What the hell? But when we had the comedy club, the Riff in Lang Kwai Fang here.
Yeah.
So on Lang Kwai Fang, we had a comedy club in a high rise. It was on the 8th floor, but across from it was like an hourly hotel.
Right.
And most of the time, people don't understand, because I think our building has reflective glass.
Right.
So they don't think we can see them.
Right. So they leave the windows open?
Yes, yeah.
All
It's
right.
not the window.
The
there's no-
curtains.
yeah, the curtains.
Yeah.
Yes. And the amount of stuff we've seen. Oh my
Alright.
God.
Can you just imagine when you're doing a set, like you're doing a stand-up set, and all you see is just two people going at
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
like just
Yeah. Luckily, it was from the bar because the comedy room was like a black box. It was
Right,
from
right,
the bar. But a lot of the times I'm on stage thinking, I want to be outside. I'm like, whatever I'm saying is not as exciting as whatever's happening outside. Thanks for coming back, man. Welcome back to Hong Kong.
No, it's a pleasure to be here, man. I always like coming to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a great place.
Yeah, well, in comparison to Malaysia, yeah, sure.
It's the same. Like I
I'm
would say,
fucking with you.
no, but
Yeah.
to be fair, like
Yeah.
like coming to Hong Kong is like it's no difference.
Yeah.
Right. The only difference is stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only difference that I have. But other than that, it's the same thing. Like the
Yeah.
weather's the same.
Weather is equally gross, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, especially now.
There's as many people as Kuala Lumpur,
Yeah.
right?
It depends where. Like here, I think you can get out a little bit of the city,
Right.
and then it feels like quite open.
Yes,
like on the
yes.
beaches and stuff. But so is Kuala Lumpur. You can get out of the city as well,
and it's
right?
less, it's less people. There's beaches and there's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we were recording at your hotel room, I don't know what's the right way to say this, but you were bigger.
Oh yes. Yes.
That's all. Yeah, I don't know what's. I think bigger an objectively correct word.
Yes, I would say I was half the man I am half the man I used to be, I guess.
Is that what your wife tells you? You're half the man I married.
No, I mean it's weird because like in 2023, I fell into depression, right? Because it was just like when you look at yourself and you think to yourself like, oh no, this is not the person I am.
Right.
Right? This is like I used to be a skinny kid. All right, and then I went through college. I was okay, but then what happened was I broke my knee, and when you break your knee, you kind of have to take steroids, and you have to kind of do certain things like your mobility is
Right.
gone. Like I used to be a sprinter. I used to play football. I used to play rugby.
Yeah.
and
so you're like actually a sporty kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, that all came crashing because I couldn't run as fast anymore. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. So, everything came, it was just eating. And I grew and I grew and I grew. And I think my heaviest, I was at 120 kilograms.
Right. Yeah. And you're not a tall guy, so
No.
120 is a lot.
Oh, dude, it's huge. Like,
Yeah.
I was editing a video this afternoon. And I was just looking at myself. I don't recognize that guy. Like, who is
Yeah.
this guy?
And on your Netflix special, you're quite big as well.
Oh yeah, that was my heaviest.
That was your heaviest.
Yeah.
So there is like a permanent record
Yes,
that
there is.
will outlast all of civilization.
You know what's funny? Like that was my heaviest, and then I lost weight after that.
Yeah.
And I just put it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. So you actually you were smaller than you are right now?
Yeah. No. This is the smallest
Oh, yeah.
I've been in a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah. So right now I'm about 75 kilos,
Yeah.
which is
insane, honestly, because
Yeah.
I've known you since you were like even before all of that. Like I've known you for years and years,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're always just like a big guy.
yeah.
So like it's funny, like when you have friends who are big, you just don't see them as anything else. You're like, oh, that's just a big guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is people don't recognize me anymore.
Yeah.
Like every time, like I used to walk down the street, people like, hey, yes, you
Yeah.
Kavin Jay. Now it's just like, wait, are you? Then they walk away. I'm like, what?
Right. So yeah, walk me through the journey. So you fell into depression just based
Yeah.
on like your body image. And
Yeah.
you're not happy with yourself.
I wasn't happy. I was not well. When I say I'm not well, it's not like I had diabetes or anything. I still go doing medical checkups and stuff like that. Everything was okay. Like I didn't have a problem with that. My problem was like just if I got up, my knees would hurt.
Oh my god.
Like
yeah.
you know how when you get up, you don't get up anymore. You just
Yes.
announce it to the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And when you sit down, you just kind of let gravity do its thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was me. And walking upstairs, like even one floor, I would just die at the end.
Yeah.
Like I cannot do it. Like I remember, you've been to Crack House Comedy
Yes,
Club,
yeah.
and it's on the first floor.
Yes.
I would dread
Yeah.
those stairs, right?
Yeah.
I would just look at it and go like, my nemesis.
Yeah.
And it would take me a good like few minutes to get up the stairs, and it's very short stairs.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a struggle for me, right? And then what happened was in 2023, I joined the radio station. Right, I joined a radio station.
Oh, it's a perfect job for someone who's big.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Although having said that, because I had to do promo shots and
Right.
stuff, so they had to promote the new lineup.
Yes. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
and so they said, "Oh,
And it was you and like 4 guys hidden behind you.
Yes.
You're just taking 50%.
pretty much, pretty much. You just nailed it.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what's the worst part? Like
Yeah.
the worst part was they were like, "Hey, yeah, don't worry about wardrobe. We'll have something for you."
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring my own clothes.
Right, yeah.
So I did bring my own clothes anyway.
Yeah.
But they had like, okay, so you are an XL. I'm like, nope.
Nope.
No, I'm a double XL
Yeah,
at least, right? And they were like, oh, okay, we'll see what you can. These are big size. This is US size. It's
Right.
fine, right? US size,
Yeah.
my ass, right? Because
So even US size for you was like no bueno. Yeah.
I doubt that it was.
right. They're not.
This is for my ego.
Yeah.
right? Asian size, I'm about 4XL.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
I was 4XL.
Right. Yeah. You
US
basically had
size-
your own production line
Yes,
at every.
yes.
Yeah.
Even sometimes it's 5XL, depends on the area of Asia
Yeah.
I'm in. Then like US size, I'm 2XL.
Yeah.
So that was
I'm sure in some parts of the US you are a medium. Even
Yeah, oh
back
dude,
then.
I'm a small in some areas in the southern.
Yeah.
But I
Right. So you did the radio, the promo. Yeah.
and I couldn't fit on any of the clothes, and
Right.
it was like, when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, I can fit this.
Yeah.
And then you go to the changing room, you come out with a sports bra.
Yeah.
And you're like.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, this is not the image we want, right?
Yeah.
So then I had to wear my own clothes,
Yeah.
which was fine. But then the pictures came out, and I could see how much bigger
Right.
I was to the rest of them.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at the pictures, and I'm thinking to myself, oh no, this is not.
You can't be in denial anymore.
I
It's
can't.
just staring
I can't.
at you.
This
Yeah.
is because you see, I've always had pictures of me alone. So
Yes.
it was.
Of course, your brain plays tricks on you.
Yeah.
It wants to protect you.
Yeah, of course. And I always thought like, it's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
right? And I was like, nah, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah.
this is not something I put it on my social media. I'm like,
Yeah, I
I don't know
remember,
what
yeah.
to do. I don't know
Yeah.
where to start. Like, even when you, the journey of losing weight or getting fit or even just being healthy. It's difficult to start because you don't know where to go. You
Right.
don't know what to do. Yeah, join a gym and then do what?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? What? Run in a treadmill, and then there's other equipment there, and you look at
It's
other gym
intimidating,
goers.
yeah.
It's very intimidating. Like you look at other people doing, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes you look at a machine and you're like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Right. So it's so hard. So I put it on Instagram on my stories, and the amount of responses I got was quite overwhelming,
Yeah.
to be honest. Everybody was like, and then a few people kind of approached me and said, hey, we will do it. I can do a personal training for free, blah blah blah, and all
Yeah.
that. So I'm like, so then I was about to do it for free, and then I thought to myself like, okay, this is not sustainable,
Right.
right? Because yes, it's good marketing for them that someone who's well known
Yeah.
and can lose that much weight, they will get more business.
Of
and
course.
stuff. But then I thought to myself like, what is my what am I getting out of this?
Right.
Like,
well, your
the-
end goal is to lose weight, right?
yeah,
That's
the
it.
end goal is to lose weight,
Yeah.
but then the motivation to lose
Oh, I
weight
see.
as well.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing it for free, and if I'm doing it as a favor to someone, it's kind of like on my terms, and that's not what I want. Like
Right.
I knew that was gonna be a problem, so there was this other guy who didn't offer me like a free session or anything. He's like, dude, if you want help, I can help you, but these are my charges.
Right.
And they were very expensive.
Right.
It's a good thing I was working on radio then because I had
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to have to pay for this. And I'm going to...
Yeah, because you want the commitment as
I
well.
want the
yeah.
investment.
Yes, you want the investment. That's it. Yeah.
And as an Asian,
Yeah.
investment very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
because you do comedy shows.
Yes,
right.
yeah.
When you give free ticket to
Of
someone,
course.
they don't
yeah.
appreciate.
No,
it.
they don't appreciate it.
They
yeah.
don't appreciate the comedy.
Sometimes they don't even come.
Yeah, even if they come, they get drunk or they
Yeah.
heckle, and you're like,
Yeah.
dude, it's a free ticket. What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually people. To your point, people like don't understand that a free ticket has the opposite effect on the show.
Exactly.
You're like, oh yeah, look at all these people I brought. It's like, yeah, but they're shit audience.
Exactly.
Because they're not invested in the show.
Exactly.
It's exactly that. Yeah.
Exactly. And so so I thought, this is an investment on myself. So I paid a ton of money.
Right.
Just put it this way. I put a lot of money.
Right.
And, I bought the session for a year and I thought, this is...
So you're just like his bitch now.
Yeah.
See what he like, and what did he say? Like, what was his program?
Like
what did he say? Like
is
from the
a
beginning.
bodybuilder, right?
Right. Yeah.
So he's jacked, right? He's quite big, and the first thing I told him was, I don't want to look like you.
Right.
And
He's like, you wish.
Yeah. He said that. He's
like,
"Look,"
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. He's like, look, this took me years of dedication, which you will never do.
Right.
Right. So I was like, okay. So I was his bitch for a while. But I like the fact that this guy is also because I have a lot of injuries. Like I said, I broke my knee. I dislocated both my shoulders. I have the other knee is a problem now.
Right.
So it's like the song, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Right?
Yes.
Everything a problem.
I hope it's like your intro song now.
Yeah.
You should use it as an intro song.
And then but he's a physio as well. So his words to me was, if I break you, I can fix you. So it's
Oh,
like,
nice.
Yeah. So he made me. He started me.
So
off
wait,
like,
walk me through because I watched The Biggest Loser, for example.
Right.
Did he have any like temptations? He's
Oh,
like,
dude, all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, the temptation. I still have it now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, The Biggest Loser. That was what we grew up with,
Right,
in a way.
yeah.
And I thought that was
Great
going to be
show.
it. I thought, yes, it was very entertaining. But I realize now that how unsustainable.
Yeah, all of them went back to
90% of them gained
Yeah.
all the weight, and
Yeah.
it was so unsustainable that I thought that was what I was going to do.
Right.
But he was like, no, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to lose half a kilo a week. That's all you're going to do. You're not going to go more than that. In fact,
Right.
less than that is fine as well. Right. So that's what
Right.
we stuck to. Like, the first thing we started with is, okay, start with movements. Start with, kind of just getting the movements done. No weights, just stand up, sit down, stand up, sit
Right.
down. And I felt like I was in church.
Right.
Or something. Like it was, how like when you watch Karate Kid, wax on, wax
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like, what am I doing? I'm waxing your car. He's like,
Yeah.
no, what you're doing is you're learning things. So it's the same thing, right? He taught me those things. And then once I got the movement done, then weights came in. And then after weights, and then the worst
How
part,
often are you seeing him?
3 times a week.
Okay.
3 times a week.
And from like how simultaneously to that, how is your relationship with food? Because that has to change as well.
Yes.
But is it coming from him or is it coming from you? Like, how are you handling that relationship?
That relationship is a two-way road, right? Now, so it all started with movements first, right? And then when I saw that my weight started dropping, I'm like, oh yeah, this is working.
Yeah.
Right? I still can eat whatever I want.
Right.
And but then the most difficult part about weight loss is the plateaus. Right? Because I was at 120, right? And then I started losing. And then about 115 plateau.
Right.
So it's just 2 weeks of...
So there is mental work as well of
yeah.
not getting frustrated, not being like, fuck this and getting a burger or whatever.
Dude, the reason why I paid for a year in advance is because of that. Like, I was so grateful that I did that because the moment that 2 weeks plateau came in, I'm like, fuck this shit. What am I doing? I'm doing this for 2 weeks and nothing is happening.
Right.
And the thing, obviously he's trying to tell me that, you should, this is normal, but you can't. You can't
you
understand
don't accept it. Like, you're also like, you're impatient, right? Everybody's like, keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry, to the listeners, my dog is losing her mind. Yara, please, hey.
She wants to go out.
Yeah. No,
She's fed up. She's fed up with weight loss. She's like,
over.
I have a terrific body.
Yeah. She's very lean, actually. People always
No, she's a Hong
compliment
Kong dog.
me. Yeah, she's a Hong
I've
Kong.
never seen a fat Hong Kong dog.
No. You will not see one.
Yeah.
No.
So where was I? So the plateau.
Oh yeah, the plateau. Yes.
So it was so hard. Like, the only reason I kept going back was because I've already paid for
yes.
it. Right? And it was just me being frugal, I'm going back.
Yeah.
So I kept going, and then it came. Like,
what was the next breakthrough?
The next breakthrough was, okay, so now that you've hit the plateau,
Yeah.
doing workouts, right, being more active, now you got to reduce your food, and that's when it got hard,
Right.
Because then he gives me like, okay, so this is what you need to eat every day.
So he's giving you like calorie intake or actual like meal plan?
No, look, he gave me a choice. He said, look, I can do everything for you. As in the fact that I can give you like what you need to eat every day, or eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
But just be aware of what you're eating.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously I chose the second one because
Right.
it's not
You don't
easy.
want- yeah.
Yeah, boiled chicken is not a good thing. Right?
Yes.
Although it can be quite tasty now.
Right. Yeah.
So I picked on the other one. So gradually my calorie intake reduced from like 2,500 to like 2,200 to 2,000 to 1,800 to 1,600. So it was just like, you know, gradually reducing.
Yeah.
But over the time, right? So because you work out, plateau.
Yeah.
Right? Now food goes down.
Yeah.
You drop again, and then it plateaus again.
Right.
And then you.
But how are you dealing with like, what was your favorite like guilty like McDonald's or like late night snacks or anything like this? Like what was the craving? Like what was something that was doing you in? Like maybe chocolate?
Sugar.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Anything
Sugar.
with
Okay.
sugar.
So
Like
yeah, you have a sweet
desserts.
tooth. Yeah.
Desserts. I
Okay.
never was a sweet tooth.
Wow.
That's the worst part.
Oh.
I never used to like, you know, have like a sweet. I hated chocolate.
Right.
Right. And now I love it.
Yeah.
I hated you know, desserts like custard or pudding. I never liked those.
Right.
But somehow when I was, you know, cutting calories, everything was like, oh, I just need a chocolate in my mouth.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And I realized one thing also, like, you know, trying to be aware of the calories. Sugar is not a big problem.
Right.
It's
yeah.
not. Like, a spoonful of sugar has the same calories as like a bowl of rice. Like,
Right.
No, not even a bowl of rice. Like it's quite low actually.
Right.
Sugar is not the main source of calories. The main source of calories is oil, right?
Right.
It's fat.
So
And
like fried stuff and
Yeah.
Yeah.
so if like and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying oil is bad for you.
Yeah.
You need oil. You need fat in your life.
Right.
Right. If you cut out fat completely, your food is going to taste really bland, and
Right.
also
Your energy level will
your
dip.
energy
Yeah.
level, it just you just lose the will to live. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. So I you know, sugar was not the big issue here. Like I realized like when I eat, I gotta look at, okay, so if like it's just making choices, right? It's just like, okay, so I can eat this much chicken, or I can eat this much bacon,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Obviously, bacon is more tasty,
Right.
than dry chicken breast. But it's just that I can have like a good meal. Like I'll be full with a whole chicken breast rather than 2 strips of bacon.
Right. Right.
Right?
Right.
Which
yeah.
is the same calories, by the way. So, you know, in that sense, I'm like, okay, so I know I'm going to choose that because
Yeah. You also get to go to heaven if you give up the bacon. So that's
yeah, that's not part of the plan. No, I have to give up so much bacon,
Right, yeah.
to kind of, you know, go back to
Yeah.
heaven. Right now, it's
Yeah.
not looking good.
Remove your tattoos, the whole thing. It's a big plan.
There's too many things.
I
right?
hang out with Rizal more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going there as well. So
Yeah.
no, but but you see, I mean, you start making better choices because of your hunger.
Did you have support system at the time aside from your trainer? Were people like, how were people in your life like?
I mean, my wife
Taking
was
this.
my wife was okay. My daughter was a bit difficult.
Right.
Because like, you know, because at the end of the day, like, you know, at home I do the cooking.
Yeah.
And you know, so I'm the house husband, right?
Right.
So I have to prepare meals for everyone. And it's weird that I have to prepare one for myself.
Right.
But
so
I don't.
they're eating normal food and you're eating like the boring food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
And that still stands until now.
yeah, I mean, now it's more like, you know, I cook for everyone, and it's healthy. But then most of the time, sometimes like, you know, my daughter just gets a McDonald's in the side.
Sure.
Right. So it's fine. Yeah. But it was hard for me because like when I make something and I try to make it healthier, it's less tasty.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always going to be less
Of
tasty.
course, yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
use less ingredients.
That's why a lot of people are fat because because it's not as delicious.
It's and
Yeah.
so I you know, at one point, I just thought to myself, like, screw it. I don't care. Like,
Right.
you know, I don't care what the food is as long as I eat less. That's it. That I'm just aware of what I'm eating. So
Right.
like let's say because lunch I can eat really light because I'm eating alone. But dinner I can have a big meal with my family.
Right.
Right. Which is you don't have to give up a lot of things.
Did you add like small habits, like for example going for a walk after a meal and stuff like this?
Oh yeah. That I mean, it started out with 5,000 steps a day, and then 6,000, 7,000. Now it's 10,000.
Right.
At least minimum, right?
Yeah.
So 10,000.
Which is
steps a
hard
day.
in KL as well, because it's not really a walking city.
It is not, which is why I had to buy a treadmill.
Right.
Because if not, it's impossible.
Right.
Or I can just walk around the housing area, but it's still boring.
Yeah.
You know, when you're walking on your own, like so what I do, like what I try to do is actually I like walking alone now. Like I like just putting on like. In the course of me listening to one podcast,
Right.
I know I have gone enough distance.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, but then my wife wants to join me, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to talk to this woman now.
Yeah.
Right? So, and it becomes a bit boring because she can't keep up pace with me sometimes. And
So you're starting at 120 and you're seeing these plateaus, and
Right.
then where is the first like big like actual breakthrough when you're like, oh my God, like I am actually like not as fat anymore?
I think it was at 99.
Right.
Right? When you break the 100, you break the double digit.
It's a mental thing, mental barrier, right?
And let me tell you one thing. The plateau from 100 to 99 was the longest one.
Really?
Yeah, it was
just
about-
1 kilogram you cannot shed off.
I could not. In fact, it
Damn.
was 100, 100, 101, 102.
Right.
And then goes down to 100 again. Like, it was so difficult because in that, I think it was 3 or 4 months of just plateau, right?
Yeah.
And everything, we try everything. I even skipped meals. I even didn't eat the whole day,
Yeah.
right? You know, and the thing is, my weight still keep going up. And I could not understand it, right?
Right.
Because why? What am I doing? I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I gaining this 1 kilo, right? But it's just to understand that there is no way I could have gained a kilo of fat.
Right. Yeah.
There is zero chance,
Right.
Because I have to eat 13,000 calories, right? Which, to be fair, I had Five Guys earlier.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 calories.
Right.
I have
So you have to have 13 of those.
double cheeseburgers.
13 Five Guys. You have to have 50 plus 3. You have to have 75.
Five Guys.
Yes.
So it's impossible for me to gain that weight.
Right.
It's just your body reacting to things, and sometimes it produces more water. Sometimes it just like.
Would you have any secret supplements as well that, that our listeners?
my personal trainer gave me like a bunch of pills to
Yeah.
take, right? And I'll be honest with you, he's not going to listen to this podcast,
Right.
so I don't care. Right? But at first I took, right?
Right.
Because I thought to myself like, okay, look, I don't believe in this, right? And but I'm going to take it anyway because think about this, right?
Right.
If you didn't take it and you don't lose weight,
Then you
it's
feel
kind of
like
your fault.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
But if
You
took
didn't even try, yeah.
If you took it and you lose weight,
Yeah.
you know it's not that, but whatever, right?
Sure.
One of the supplements he gave me was turmeric.
Oh yeah, that's big in the health community. Turmeric.
I'm Indian.
Yeah, you're eating that anyway.
Yes, it's not like I have a turmeric deficiency.
Right.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
It's literally in all of your food.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it did not make sense. Like, okay,
Right.
magnesium I understand. Then there was cod liver oil and I'll be honest with you, I did not see the point of any of it.
Right.
Right.
Because your other metrics when you're doing blood work and stuff is normal.
It's normal.
Yeah,
right?
so you
And-
don't feel like you
Yeah.
actually need. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in his explanation was that look, these nutrients will help, right? Because you are eating less, and because you're eating less, your body gets less nutrients. Therefore, you will need this, and especially when you're growing muscle as well, you're growing other things. So you need all this supplements to kind of bring it back to health. But a lot of it is, I'm not going to say it's bogus, right? But it's like multivitamins.
Yes.
Right? It's long been proven that
Yeah.
you really don't, unless you're malnutrition.
Yeah.
You really
You
don't need,
because you're getting a
vitamins.
lot of these nutrients from your food anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, from
right?
like any normal food.
Exactly. I mean, you don't need vitamin A.
Right.
You got carrots.
Right, right,
It's
right.
fine, right?
Yeah.
You got turmeric. Turmeric's everywhere.
Yeah.
Eat a curry.
Yeah, and it's more delicious than a fucking pill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cod liver oil. It's just
Fish.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
great. I mean, look. At the end of the day, if it works for you, it works for you, right? If it
Sure.
doesn't,
I mean, yeah, but like seeing your before and after, obviously, there is like when I saw you the other night, and I'm like, did you do Ozempic? I think you did it. You did the whole thing before Ozempic.
dude, yeah, I did. I started before Ozempic.
Yeah.
I could have.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have contemplated Ozempic.
Yeah.
Especially,
Apparently, it's magical. That's what I mean.
Dude,
Obviously,
I know
yeah.
people who've been on it.
Yeah.
I know people who've been on it, and I've seen
And it
them.
works pretty quick,
Dude,
So
like-
it just suppresses your appetite.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And I know people who've been through it. Like they take Ozempic, and what happens is they don't do anything. Like
Right.
it's not like they're going working out or anything.
Right, right. They're
just
eating normal.
losing
Yeah,
weight.
yeah.
They're not eating normal.
Yeah, because they don't have appetite.
Yes.
Yeah. But
So-
I'm saying like they're not changing their diet.
Oh no, of
particularly.
course not. Yeah, They're still going to Five Guys. They're just having a little burger instead
Yes.
of a big one.
Right, right.
Right. So it's just like you get full faster, and the digestion process is kind of slower. So you kind of go to toilet less.
Yeah.
So it's a whole system process which I looked into.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I have contemplated it.
Yeah.
The only problem was the only reason I didn't do it was
Right.
because I quit radio. I didn't
Yeah.
have the
So you
money.
And you had already put in the money for the
For the-
personal
yeah,
trainer.
personal training.
Yeah.
So-
you couldn't be like, yo, can I get like 6 months back and then you put it back into Ozempic?
I wish I could. I wish I could. But the problem was, but the problem with Ozempic is that if you don't work out with Ozempic, you
You're gonna
lose
put this
muscle as well.
Yeah, right.
You lose everything.
Yeah.
Like you lose a lot of, like you lose muscle, you lose organ tissue as well.
Oh, damn, okay.
No, because you need food to grow.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
To grow cells.
Yeah.
And the thing is, your body is not
You're not
making new
getting-
cells,
yes,
so
yeah.
therefore it's not. And I am no scientist,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying this because I'm saying like, oh, don't take Ozempic.
Right.
If you're obese and you need Ozempic,
Yeah.
go ahead. Like, people go to the lengths of, gastric operations.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sew up the stomachs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. And look, it's as bad as it sounds. Like, can you imagine your stomach being like the size of a
Yeah,
a
tennis
grape?
ball. Yeah.
So
Crazy.
It is crazy, but
Yeah.
I've seen it help people. And
Of course,
look,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you need it, go ahead. Like
Yeah.
that's your deal. But just do it the right way. Like don't just take it and do nothing.
Of course.
You will I have a friend who was on Ozempic. Still is, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, the face sunk, right? You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
the eyes
Yeah.
like just sunk in.
Right.
Right? Because it's just you're losing fat, you're losing muscle, and he has no definition at all. He's just skinny now.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Which is not healthy in a way, but yeah.
But I guess if he feels better about himself.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then going back to you, like, was there a point, because you're now you lost 45 kilograms in
Yes.
total, right? Which is obviously very impressive, but that also puts you from like a fat guy to like, there must have been somewhere in the middle where you felt like, oh, I can stop here, but it seems like you kept going, to like a fit guy. It's like you're not fat anymore,
Yeah.
but you decided to keep going to be fit, not
Yeah.
just like a normal average size guy.
so
Which to me, that is actually the most impressive, because you could have just stopped.
I'll be honest with you, this
Yeah.
is 100% my PT.
Yeah.
My personal trainer helped me out with this because.
And was
like,
it because you still had some money left on your...
No. I mean, I'm not with him anymore.
Oh,
So,
yeah, okay.
because I had to quit. Like,
Right.
he was getting way too expensive.
Right.
And also, now I kind of know.
You kind of get it.
I
Yes.
kind of get it.
Yeah.
I kind of understand.
Yeah.
And I also understand, like, okay, so if I do this, is this. If I do this, is this. And the weights training is something that he said, like, look, if you don't build muscle,
Yeah.
it's not sustainable.
Right.
Right? Because if you're not, your muscles need energy to burn to maintain. Right? So if you have muscles, the likelihood of you getting fat is less.
Right.
Right? So your muscles, and the thing is, the maintenance of the muscles includes workouts and stuff. So, like, sometimes I do travel a lot. I do travel, like now I'm in Hong Kong. Like, and it's hard to get to a gym in Hong Kong.
Right.
And there's plenty.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to walk 10,000 miles, 10,000 steps.
But I mean, if you just walk around Central, like, because there's a lot of elevation as well, you're also getting workout.
Yes.
You're just going uphill, downhill.
It's cardio, right?
Yeah, it's cardio. Yeah, it's proper cardio. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the worst part is, like, we live in a time where body image is very different from when I was young. Like, I don't know if you had this, but like, do you remember the movie Fight Club?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So one of my favorite movies, Brad Pitt, right? His body, at that time, was the A grade.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was like, oh, that's the body I want.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
right? Now it's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Now it's The Rock.
Yeah, because
now
he
it's
was
John
like
Cena.
he was basically skinny with muscles. He was lean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like now you look at guys with muscles, you're like, hold on a minute. This is not
No.
natural.
And also, you look goofy.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of these guys, like, it sounds very stupid of me. I wouldn't want to look like Dwayne Johnson. It's just like, it's too much.
It is. It is. But no, but that's the norm now.
Right.
Right. When people look at me, they call me skinny.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
But you would rather be called skinny than fat.
I guess.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, you know, I'd like some attention.
So what you're saying is that now you're just like a bland, like whatever guy.
I'm just vanilla.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I'm
You're just
he's all right. I guess.
He's a guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I'm not like, you know, like, I'll be honest with you. I expected a lot more attention.
Right.
Like,
so I
because-
think the attention you get it from people who know you or knew you from before, right?
I get a lot of attention from men.
Yeah. Yes.
From men.
Yeah.
It's just weird, like, you know, because if I take off my shirt, right, I do have some muscle definition, but I don't have enough yet. Like,
Right.
I'm still, the journey is still going on.
Right.
I'm not even at the end. Like, there's a long way to go.
But you want to be like a proper, like, jacked guy.
No, well, yes, I want to be athletic.
Right.
Right? I want to be I want to look at the mirror and I go like,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Right. And that is that for like just for health? Obviously, like everything is for health reasons, but is it for more like to live a healthier lifestyle, or is it because you know that you can slide back if you don't maintain?
It's a bit of that, the vanity.
Yeah.
It's vanity and a bit of sliding back, right?
Right.
It's not about health. I'll be honest with you, the health thing is there. It's in the back seat, right? But it's never been a goal. Like, it's
Right.
never been like, oh, I want to be healthy.
Right. I want to
Nobody's
live to
ever said I want to be
120.
healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Because everyone wants to be healthy. It's it's like of course.
Yeah, but I want to be sexy. You know
Right,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I want women to look at me and go like,
Damn.
yeah.
Nice. That comic on stage,
Yeah.
I would smash.
Yes. Yeah. I want my wife to look at me and
Yeah.
go like, oh, you know, I've got to work to keep this man now.
Right. Yes.
But yeah, that's one. That's vanity, right?
Yeah.
That's me. And I mean, we do this for vanity. We do comedy for
course.
vanity.
Yeah.
Right? That's
No one needs to do comedy.
No.
And no one needs to go watch it either. If everyone has a normal life,
Exactly.
no one needs to do this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for
You can
me,
just be happy with your kids at the playground.
vanity
Yeah.
is at the top of the pyramid.
No,
right?
100%.
At the second rung is just basically, I just I want to feel good about myself, and
What would you tell people who are, just struggling with weight? And I'm
Right.
sure you've been asked that before. Like, having lost 45, you have basically, I'm not 45, I'm like 60, whatever. But you basically kind of lost me, which is
A little
hilarious.
bit, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
if you shave,
If I shave, yes, you basically lose me.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, what would you tell people who have had the similar journey with no success or like little success? Because that's 45 kilograms is...
it's gonna sound really corny.
I mean, no, but whatever
Yeah.
you say, it's your, as the kids say, it's your lived experience.
Yes.
And you're totally entitled
As
to
the
do your
kids
lived
say,
experience.
Yes.
Yes.
No, yes, but it's going to sound very cliche, which is don't give up. Like
Right.
it's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, because giving up is so easy.
Yeah, just trust the process. It's all it's all
Yeah, you sound so
it's all buzzwords, isn't it?
Yes.
Like trust the process, don't
Right.
give up, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, this is something that I've learned a long time ago. This helped me in school, right?
Yeah.
So I do it in my stand up as well, but
Right.
I have ADHD and dyslexia.
Right.
Right, which is very hard for me to understand things.
Right.
So one teacher pulled me aside and said, "Hey, don't understand how,
Right.
understand why." Right, which I did not get at that time.
Right, because you don't understand.
Exactly.
You're like, hey,
Yeah,
what?
I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this buzzword?
Right.
Right, and but later on in life, I realized it was such a there's so much depth to this, right?
Yeah.
Because, like for instance, if you understand how to do a math problem, you will understand how to do that math problem.
Right. Yeah.
If you understand why you did what you did,
Right. The logic.
the logic
Yeah.
behind it, like okay, so this is why.
Yeah.
You know, if 4 divided by 4 is 1,
Right.
you know 4 divided by 4 is 1. You
Right.
remember. You remember this. Like
course.
you remember when in school you used to remember the times table?
Yeah.
Right? 1 times 1 is 1, 1
Sure,
times
sure.
2 is 2.
Yeah.
And you did that, right? You remembered it. You remembered how. Right?
Yeah.
But you never understood why. You never understood why
No.
4 times 2 is 8.
No, I understood why if I don't get it, I would be smacked on the
you
head.
already smacked. Yeah. But you remembered, okay,
Yeah.
4 times 2 is 8, but
Yeah.
you don't understand why.
No.
You don't understand like 4
Yeah.
twice, if you count it all together, it's 8.
Yes.
Right? So you understood the concept of multiplicity.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So in that sense, like if you understand why you eat the food you eat and you do the things you do, eventually it becomes second nature. Right? So like I understood why I do certain exercises. Right? I understood why I have to do cardio and why I have to do weights. Right? I understood why I have to eat less of this but more of this. Not just how. Like, okay, if someone comes and tells you, hey, eat more vegetables.
Right.
Right? You will be like, I don't like vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. Gross.
Right? But if you understand why you need
Yeah.
to eat those vegetables, you eventually go like, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Right? Because, like, for instance, at lunch, right? You're having a good meal, like a steak and vegetables,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, the steak is the better part of this.
Sure.
Right? But the thing is, the more steak you have, the higher the calories are. Right? The more vegetables you have, yes, but the calories increase so much less.
Yes.
So, but when you eat the vegetables, what happens is you get full. Therefore, you can't eat that much steak anyway.
Yes.
So you understand why.
Right.
You understand why you're eating. So like it's just changing the habits. Like for instance, if I eat a meal now, I'll eat the vegetables first.
Right.
Right? Why?
Yeah.
Because I fill
Because
myself
you know,
up.
yeah.
So I know that at the end of the day, if I'm
But
getting
that's really
into the,
smart.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's obviously, again, it's your actual experience.
Yes.
But that's not something I even expect, like, or thought of. I mean, maybe because I'm like a generally skinnier person.
yeah. You. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
no,
do
but
you know?
in general, like if I'm trying to watch my weight, like that's something that I think everyone can benefit from.
Yeah.
Is like eat the vegetable first.
Yeah.
Because you just get full faster.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
and then you eat the higher calorie stuff, the
Right.
meats, and I mean of course you need to keep up with the protein and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're eating the healthy stuff first so that fills you up, and then you eating your favorites last.
Yeah.
So you end on a high, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I told this to my trainer and he was like, hey, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
he starts teaching it to everyone else.
Right,
As well.
yeah.
So now he owes me money.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say he should pay you some.
I know,
yeah,
right?
some royalties.
No, but he does do 1 or 2 physio for free.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But at the end of the day, I think it's understanding why was the big thing for me, right?
Right.
It was understanding why I did this, why things happen, and understanding your relationship with certain things like food, right? Like I used to have a really bad relationship with food. Food was something that was I want. Now it's not that I don't want. I still
Right.
want it, but it's more like I want, but I can do without.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
So it became just a way to like like fuel you,
Yeah.
as opposed to just like you're kind of living for
Yeah.
like the next big meal.
Exactly.
Or like
Like for instance,
for cravings.
For instance, 3 years ago, if I came to Hong Kong and I wanted Five Guys, which I did.
Right. Yes.
Today I did.
Yeah.
I wanted Five Guys, right?
Yeah.
I already planned this, and I said,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna have Five Guys.
Right.
I love Five Guys, and
Yeah.
I love Five Guys Hong Kong because it's actually the cheapest thing I can get around.
That is true. Yeah.
Everywhere else is so expensive, right?
Yeah.
But in Hong Kong, because of the price standardization,
Yeah.
it's actually much cheaper.
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted Five Guys. I knew I wanted to do it. So what happened was I knew that, okay, if I'm going to have Five Guys, if I had it at 5 p.m., so I can carry forward my lunch to 5 p.m., right? So, and because it's 5 and I'll be full, I don't have to have dinner.
Sure.
Right, so that's my calories down.
Right,
So
yeah.
I could have whatever I wanted.
Ah, smart.
right?
Yeah.
I had a burger, I had a milkshake,
Yeah.
and I had fries.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
was there a part of you like remembering where you were like when you were much bigger?
Oh, yeah.
You're like I can do a few more.
No, when I was much bigger, I would have that,
Yeah.
and then later on after the show, I'll have something with the boys.
Right.
And
a drink. You quit alcohol as well.
I quit alcohol as well.
Yeah.
Alcohol was one of those things, like, okay,
Because you were a big drinker, I remember.
yes,
Yeah.
not a big drinker,
No,
but I used to drink.
you
yes.
drink. Yeah. Yeah.
But alcohol for me was one of those things where, look, if you want to count calories, you're gonna have to simplify a lot of things.
Right.
Right. So for me now, anything I drink is 0 calories.
Right.
Right. So if I have like a tea, it's
Yeah.
no sugar, 0 calories.
Right, yeah.
If I want to have a coffee, it's an Americano.
Yeah.
No sugar, 0 calories.
Right.
Right. If I want to have a soda, it's Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, whatever
Yeah.
it is, 0 calories. Right. Or water. So the problem with alcohol is that you
It's
can't.
such high calorie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have one.
No. Yeah. Exactly. What's the point then?
Yeah.
Just quit it altogether.
And also peer pressure is there, right?
Yeah.
It's so hard because when you're trying to explain to someone, like, oh, I only can have one. Why?
Right. Yeah.
And you're like, you know, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, you're just going to give in. You're like, you know what? I'll have another one.
Yeah. Just so you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And
yeah.
a lot of people say, oh, drink vodka
Yeah.
because that's very low calories. It is.
Right. Yeah. If you drink it on its own.
Yeah, because you have to mix it with something. You're not going to
Exactly.
drink vodka with water. That tastes horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but the only thing that masks the taste of alcohol is sugar.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, the reason why people have mixed.
Yeah, I mean, it smells horrible. Like
Yeah.
when you just smell someone's like vodka shot or whatever, tequila. Ugh.
that's why people mix it with Coke because
Right.
it's sugar, right?
Right,
Sugar
right,
is the
right.
only thing that masks the taste of alcohol. So if you do it with, like, let's say if you have vodka Coke Zero, it still tastes like shit.
Right. Yeah.
And in fact, it actually is actually better. In a way, it makes you drunker faster.
Right.
But that's beside the point.
Right,
Anyway,
right,
so
yeah.
what happened was, I had to give up alcohol because
Right.
it's one of those things where it was getting difficult to track, right? And you wanna okay. So how many beers did I have? I can't remember.
Right.
Or it comes to a point where I can have 2 beers or dinner.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Because otherwise you're just undoing everything
Exactly.
good you did.
Right.
Then
So-
what's the point? Yeah.
It was like, you already have like a credit limit of calories and you're there, but you have to choose between beers and dinner.
Right. Yeah.
And you're hungry.
Yeah, of course.
You are hungry, right?
Yeah.
And you're thinking to yourself, oh, if I have a salad, maybe I can have a beer.
Yeah.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, just have a meal
Yeah.
and go out and just try to explain to your friends that you don't drink.
Was
And-
was the drinking the quitting drinking cold turkey? Did you just went like nothing anymore?
Yeah, pretty much. It was.
Okay. Was it
I
easy for
wasn't-
you?
It wasn't a big deal for me,
Right.
to be honest. Like the drinking part. The hardest thing about stopping drinking was trying to explain to people that I stopped drinking.
Right. Because especially with stand up, like it's
Yeah.
it's just part of the deal, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but in Malaysia, Indians have the stereotype of being alcoholics.
Right, yes.
I mean, for good reason, because a lot of them are.
Yeah.
But what happened was, like, so every time I do a show or something, people would come up and say, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" And I'm
Right.
like, "No, I don't drink."
Right.
And they go like, "But you're Indian."
Oh shit. Yeah, I see. So they're just going for like, of course,
and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But there are Indians who don't drink. And they're like, no, you have to.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, no, this is not how it works. I don't. And this argument goes on, and I'm like, fine, buy
silly.
me a drink then.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Fucking
they
hell.
buy me a drink, and I'm standing there holding this drink.
Yeah.
And why aren't you drinking? I told you I don't drink.
Yeah, you just want to waste money. Okay, fine. Yeah.
So that was the hardest part
Yeah.
about drinking.
Yeah,
Stopping
yeah.
drinking.
Yeah, damn. So yeah, now you're like, aside from vaping, you have no other vices.
Yeah, I'm trying to quit that as well.
Yeah. Okay. I
Because-
mean, it's such a like. I mean, obviously, quitting like it makes sense. Just quitting smoking, it's
Yeah.
not good for you. It's just
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I went from smoking to vaping, and then I did quit vaping for a bit, and then I started again. It's vaping for me is a nervous tick.
Yeah, that's what smoking is. It's
Yeah.
it's an oral fixation.
Yes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And not only the oral fixation.
Yeah.
It's more like the nicotine kind of helps with anxiety. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Like I remember, like, I quit. Right. I went to zero nicotine, and then I did that for a couple of months, and then I forgot my vape when I was traveling to Japan. And my wife was like, "So, do you want to buy a new one?" I'm like, "You know what? Let's hold off on it. Let's see
Right.
how long I can last without." And I went through 2 weeks without having a vape.
Yeah.
Came back and I thought, "Yeah, I'm done."
Yeah.
And then I had a show in Singapore, and I was so nervous.
Yeah.
That the guy vaping next to me, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Can I have some?" And
Yeah.
then that's how it starts.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. I mean, in general, if that's your only vice, is in comparison to 3 years ago when you're you're
drinking,
on the border
smoking.
of like basically being a fucking Patrice O'Neill kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's like just like not as big, but like overweight guy drinking a lot, working at night. It's just like
Yeah.
all this. Of course, after the show, like you're craving
Oh,
some
yeah.
bullshit food.
Yeah.
It's just a bad cycle, and
No,
you have
because it's adrenaline, isn't it? Like when
Yeah.
we do stand up comedy,
Yeah.
at the end of after the show,
Yeah.
it's so hard to turn off.
Yeah, it's super hard.
You're full of adrenaline.
Yeah.
You're bouncing off the walls.
yeah.
you're still trying to be funny.
And it sucks also, like people leave and then you're like, okay, so what am I supposed to like? I have
what am
this
I
much
supposed to-
energy. Yeah.
And the thing is, sometimes I realize my relationship with food changed so much in a sense that food used to be comfort, right?
Yeah.
Food used to be like, I'm lonely, what do I do?
Yeah.
Eat. I'm bored, what do I do? Eat.
Yeah.
Right? So that was going on and on and on. And
Yeah.
now it's more like, oh, I'm lonely, it's okay, do something else.
Yeah.
Right? Or if
Yeah.
I'm bored, sleep.
Yeah. Amazing. Finally, what do you have coming up? Aside from the shows in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah,
By the time people listen to this,
that
it'll be
happened
next-
already.
Yeah, exactly.
We are in the future now.
Yeah, in the future.
I guess. I'm still traveling to do shows. I think my next one is in Sri Lanka.
Oh, nice.
That will be November. I'm still planning a few other places as well, like Mongolia.
Yeah.
Places I've never been. Let's face it. I'm doing comedy just to be a tourist.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really good way to see the world.
Yeah.
Instead of just going and be like, oh, okay.
No, I wish. I don't know why, but I wish like I can tour like some of the bigger comics
Right,
and
right.
stuff. And I always want to do it, and I have ambitions to do it. I think that personally, I think that I do well in shows. I know I can entertain. It's just that I don't have the followers because I can't understand social media.
Right. Yeah.
But apart from that, I know if I keep doing this, I will get there someday, hopefully. But
Yeah.
I'm already 45, and I'm happy where I am. So, yeah,
Great.
we'll see
Well,
what-
I mean, I'm a big fan. Obviously, just having you on here a couple of times, and anytime I
of course.
see you, I'm happy to support. So thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, you know what? As I said, I really want to do backstage backstage Hong Kong.
Yeah, sure.
KL.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can be backstage KL. I will franchise it to you. I don't care. But no, yeah, we'll talk about this as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, of course.
Thank you so much for coming on. And how do people find you online? Finally.
Kavin Jay, KavinJay, on all my social medias.
Great. I will leave your Instagram handle on the show notes. Kavin, thank you so much. We're gonna quickly jump on the Patreon. You can join us on the Patreon, patreon.com/ohopod, where I will talk to Kavin about something we cannot discuss on the free episode. I will tell you right now what it will be. It's exactly what he said at the last thing. It's Hong Kong comedy politics. So jump on if you want the scoop of him wanting to do backstage and. I'll just, I will answer his question to why or why not. So join us there. But in general, it's a good way to support the podcast. As you know, everything we have on here, equipment, mics, all of that is bought with Patreon money. So thank you for all the support, $5 a month. And actually, come out to Ben and my trade show. Comedy season is ending end of the month with me headlining, but we'll talk about this another time. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.